Well, good evening to you. President Trump has ordered an end to the program that protects people from deportation who were brought into the U.S. illegally as undocumented children. That decision has sent thousands of people across the country into the streets to protest.
Say it loud and say it clear.
Immigrants are welcome here.
And this was the scene a little earlier in San Luis Obispo. Dozens of people gathering outside Representative Salud Carvajal's office. The Trump administration says it's phasing out the Deferred Action for Child Arrivals Act, also known as DACA, a move the Cato Institute estimates will reduce economic growth by $280 billion over the next decade. Attorney General Jeff Sessions says it will be phased out in 6 months with the hopes of prompting Congress to pass more substantive immigration reform.
At that rally, we talked with some Central Coast residents concerned about how this policy change will affect their lives. KSPY's Kelsey McFarland has that story.
Say it loud and say it clear.
Immigrants are welcome here.
Natalia Reina Hernandez and her family are rallying with dozens more in San Luis Obispo, hoping their fear won't become reality.
You feel like defeated because everything you work so hard for, it's taken away by this decision.
After moving to the U.S. from Mexico with her family, Natalia was a dreamer for 4 years. She got married, granting her citizenship. Her sister is still a dreamer, and Natalia fears her family could be ripped apart.
She's at risk of losing her job. She has a daughter that was born here. Everything in her life is at risk, like all her dreams.
Matias, also from Mexico, is working on a PhD and working at a local domestic violence nonprofit. His work permit is up May of 2018, but he may not be able to renew, meaning he would lose his job, housing, and car.
Our experience in this country is not ours because others have decided that we don't belong here.
He and thousands more in his shoes also risk deportation.
They know everything about our lives because we were asked to share that with the government in good faith, that we were going to be given a chance to work here.
Many dreamers say they can't imagine calling anywhere else home.
Shut it down! I don't know any other world. I know my culture, but I don't know that world and I don't know that country.
So it would really put us back in the shadows and it would really tell us that we don't matter.
The event was orchestrated right outside Salud Carvajal's office, asking him to take action. A representative for him did come out and talk to the group. Then the rally marched on to right here at Mission Plaza, where the chants continued. Live in San Luis Obispo, Kelsey McFarland, KSBY News.
All right, Kelsey, thank you for that. The Department of Justice says DACA legally conflicts with existing immigration laws after President Obama used an executive order to sign it into law. President Trump has given Congress a 6-month window to possibly save the policy. He tweeted out, if Congress can't legalize DACA, he will revisit the issue.